Friday, I did a live stream where I ranked all 52 MCU projects. And during that live stream, I had numerous people tell me that they want a Happy Gilmore 2 review. Now, I wasn't going to watch Happy Gilmore 2 because, honestly, I have absolutely zero interest in the movie. I had never seen the original until last night, of course. But I just didn't want to see it. I've already got the movie spoiled for me because I allowed myself to get spoiled because I wasn't planning on seeing it. But then people told me they wanted to see it, and I said if we get to a certain amount of likes, we'll do it. And we got there in under 10 minutes, so people want me to review Happy Gilmore 2, apparently. I watched Happy Gilmore 2 today. Yeah, it's better than I thought it would be. I'll give you my review before I dive in. Please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell. Comment down below, are you a person who hated this movie or who loved the movie? Seems that it's a very opposite spectrum. Like I said, wasn't going to watch this movie. I watched the first one last night for the first time after I got home from Together, and I thought it was fine. Solid 3 stars. Entertaining enough. Solid hour and a half. But this one's like a half hour longer. Comedy is a different level than it ever was back then. So I just didn't know. I just didn't think that this movie would be good in the slightest. And it's hard to talk about because I did like it more than I thought I would. The first hour and a half of this movie is very watchable. Like it's completely entertaining, you know. You sit back, I'm laying down on the couch, I'm watching the movie, and I wouldn't necessarily say I was necessarily bored, I wouldn't necessarily say I was the most entertained, but I was watching the movie, and I couldn't flat out say it was atrocious. But then we reach a certain point, and the movie all goes downhill. I don't have that many thoughts on the movie. I'm literally only making this review because people want me to talk about the movie. Adam Sandler, not the biggest fan of his. I think he's fine. I've seen a lot of his movies, and I think he is pretty funny in some of them. But like I said numerous times on this channel, comedy is just not my favorite genre. So, like, my favorite comedian of all time is Jim Carrey. No one will ever outbeat him. But Adam Sandler's fine. I think he's the worst person in this movie. It seems that everybody else wants to be here. Like, everybody else is having fun. But then you get to Adam Sandler, who definitely giving a much more toned down performance than he did in that original Happy Gilmore. So, I mean, he didn't really seem like he wanted to be here. But everybody else was fine. I mean, you got his kids in the movie. You got his wife in the movie. And they were fine. The cameos in here, there are a couple of them I liked. Like Travis Kelce. That was funny. I do necessarily think Shooter McGavin, what they do with him and Happy in this movie, I did enjoy that, at least for a little bit, until we get into the part where I didn't enjoy the movie. Like the best thing I can say about this movie is that it's just completely watchable. I watched the movie for an hour and a half, and I was enjoying myself. A couple gags worked. The movie's not necessarily laugh out loud funny, but a couple of times I was like, huh, that was pretty good. There's one joke in here I did belly laugh at, but that's about it. It's very sleek. There's nothing wrong with the directing or the cinematography or anything. All that's fine. But yeah, like I said, I just don't have very many thoughts for that bit of the movie. I do have thoughts for the last half an hour of the movie where the movie did completely lose me. Like I said, first hour and a half was enjoying myself. Last half hour of the movie where we actually get to the golf tournament between the real golfers, the maxi golfers, that was where I go like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not into this at all. I think the last act of the original movie was the part that bored me a little bit, and I was definitely bored during the last half hour, and that's because it goes extreme with, like, the cameos where, like, you get Post Malone showing up as an announcer, and all he does is go, woo! That's good shit right there! Woo! Like, literally, that's all he does. There's a couple more cameos that just pop in here and there that I was just like, okay. The humor definitely got to me. It felt like they were starting to go from, like, jokes that were, like, not the smartest, but Adam Sandler humor, and made me chuckle, to jokes that are just like, he's got bad breath. Let's see whose breath can get worse. His breath smells like a fart. Like that kind of humor. And it just started to get to me with all just the random cameos, the immature humor near that third act, especially for... I didn't care about the story in the first movie that much. I mainly enjoyed it just because it's kind of a feel-good movie. Adam Sandler was good in that movie. But definitely didn't care about the battle between Maxi Golf and Real Golf. Couldn't care less, man. And when we got to the part where the story takes hold, couldn't care less. Especially because it felt like they were doing Maxi Golf as an excuse to make these random rules for golf. I mean, we don't really get to clarify what the exact rules are here. I mean, literally, the Maxi Golf people are cheating, and the normal golf people are just okay with it. It loses all sense of logic. Like, I'm not complaining that there's no logic in a Happy Gilmore movie, but come on, you can't just write in whatever you want to do. Like, oh, it's Maxi Golf, so this can happen whenever they want it to happen. And so my patience definitely was wearing thin in the third act. Definitely couldn't care as we entered that battle, and that's when I started getting a little bored. Not even a little. I was definitely bored during that final half hour of the movie. But like I said, like the first hour and a half's watchable stuff. I mean, I wasn't necessarily bored during that. That's because it's more of the Happy Gilmore stuff, you know. He's swinging a golf club, they can swing it hard. You get to see Shooter McGavin again. You get to see all these cameos. And so, when it's that, the movie's harmless and fine. I didn't like how we kept seeing flashbacks constantly. Like, hey, it's the son of his old boss. Remember the guy with the nail on the head? Or, hey, it's the son of his trainer, Chuck. You remember that? Like, it constantly did that. And it just felt like it was padding out the runtime. Like, the movie could have been an hour and a half easy if we didn't have to constantly have the flashbacks, the constant cameos, and cut out a couple jokes. And so, like I said, my patience was definitely wearing thin by the end of the movie, even though a lot of the movie I enjoyed, so I definitely wouldn't say I hate the movie. Definitely wouldn't say I liked it either. It's mid. When I do my tier list ranking of summer movies, it's probably going to go in the mid to bad category. Probably leaning more towards bad. It's not very good, but I mean, it's not atrocious. I told myself that if I hated the movie after like half an hour, I would turn it off because I didn't want to watch it, and I watched the whole thing, and I gave you guys my whole review, so, yeah, there's that. But I assume I have to give my final score for Happy Gilmore 2, even though, I mean, it's a review after all, but you guys are welcome for reviewing Happy Gilmore 2. Before I give you my final score, please make sure to subscribe, like button, hit the bell, and comment down below what is your opinions on Happy Gilmore 2. Did you like it? Are you one of the people that love it, or did you hate it? Or were you like me, where it's completely watchable at times, but it definitely wore my patience near the end. And with that said, like I said, watchable at times, loses my patience near the end. I don't know what I'm going to give it. I'll probably end up giving Happy Gilmore like a D+ or something like that. I know that, like, I said that the majority of the movie was completely watchable, but, like, when the final half hour of the movie, it's just not good, and it leaves me off like, okay, that was boring. So C-, D+, somewhere around there. I'll go more D+ for now. Happy Gilmore 2, it's on Netflix if you want to watch it. I think if you want to watch it as a family, it's not going to kill you. But if you wanted to watch it by yourself, I think I probably would have enjoyed it better if I watched it with my brother, but I watched it by myself. It wasn't very good, so I can't necessarily give my recommendation, but I also can't tell you that you must avoid this movie. It's completely out there if you want to check it out. Thank you guys for checking out my review, and stay tuned for more videos coming this week. And with that said, subscribe.